Welcome back, everyone. Let's talk about some motherfucking Sonic 2.
In the height of the massive popularity of Sonic 1, Sonic Team decided to get their shit together and make another banger of a game. They also created Tails. New to Sonic 2 is the Spin Dash, which is achieved by pressing down on the D-pad and mashing the fuck out of the A button. You can achieve new heights and speed and all that, and that's really neat.
Let's just get into it because I don't have a lot of time and we have a lot of shit to cover.
Emerald Hill is a great first start to the game and shows some cool, neat new gimmicks added, like the spinny thingies and all that. What's neat about Sonic 2 now is that it's easy as all hell to get Chaos Emeralds now. All you have to do now is go to a checkpoint once, you get 50 rings, and you can just hop in. But let me be absolutely clear, these half-pipe stages suck. And they suck hard. And the Christian Whitehead ports, they remake it from the ground up, but that barely helps. Still sucks! Anyways, Emerald Hill is a nice first two acts with an easy as hell boss. Chemical Plant is another one of those super iconic Sonic stages next to Green Hills. So many iconic set pieces and gimmicks, like the chutes, the poisonous water, all the wavy platforms you run on, it's fun. You can find a lot of different pathways on this level too, it's sick. And of course, we can't forget about that part that everyone fucked up as a kid, the part in Act 2 where you have to jump on the moving blocks while the poison moves. Honestly though, that wasn't the part that got me, it was what came afterwards. I've tried so many times to do cool tricks and spin dash jumps over these two small moving platforms, and if you fall off you have to run all the way back up in the poisonous water. Moving on. Aquatic Ruins is pretty cool too, because both acts display two different sections that you can focus on. One on the top above the water with tons of loops and rings and checkpoints, and the bottom section underneath the water where you gotta run around and find bubbles. Pretty neat. The boss is what's always memorable to me though. I always ran to the far right as the tall platform was rising and I just hit him from up there. Casino Night brought a pretty big introduction to the franchise. Casino levels. There's one in 3, there's one in CD, I think, there's one in Adventure, there's one in Heroes, etc. Casino Night is fun! There's a lot of fun casino-themed gimmicks for you to run around in, and the slot machine is either a one-way ticket to getting another Chaos Emerald, or a stab in the back. There's this part at the end of Act 2 that's super annoying, where you just kind of have to wing it with the springs. Also, the boss is kind of iffy too. Some say the hilltop is boring and its sprites are recolored from Emerald Hill, but I love the aesthetic here. We're just vibing in an upper area with some beautiful clouds and the lava is neat. Everything is neat. Mystic Cave is one of my personal favorites, however, and some eagle-eyed viewers might recognize that a rendition of the track is the outro theme on my podcast show. There's some cool shit that you can mess around with, and the boss is fun, but if you're playing the Christian Whitehead port, in Sonic Origins probably, you can actually traverse down to Hidden Palace Zone, which was cut from the original game. It's a one-act zone, and it has an original boss at the end, and everything is pretty smooth. Super cool.
Alright, so unfortunately, and I hate to say this because I grew up with this game, I played this years before 3. But this is kind of where the game falls flat a little bit after this, you know, because it just kind of sucks.
Anyways, Oil Ocean. I hate it. Metropolis. Metropolis has nice music. That's all I can positively say about it. For some reason, the developers decided to add a third act. Yeah, probably should have brought that up. But Sonic 2 removes the third act and regularly has the boss in the second act, except for this one special zone which has the boss await you in the third act. Which sucks. These fucking starfish that throw you off the gears, these fucking crabs who went a little too crazy taking the dog out for a walk, and oh, these fucking slicers aren't as bad as everyone makes them out to be. They just throw their shit and are absolutely useless afterwards. But fuck Metropolis. Metropolis sucks. After that, you take a trip out with Tails through Sky Chase. It's a one-act stage where you ride with Tails through the sky and to defeat enemies, followed by him dropping you off at Sky Deck. Sky Deck is kinda hard to get through if you don't hop on top of the upper route. Finally, you hop onto the ship that's now breaking off and moving up to the Death Egg in space. Here you fight off Silver Sonic, the super underappreciated predecessor to Metal Sonic, with no rings in sight. You just gotta wing it. Once you defeat Silver Sonic, you rush on over to the final boss, the Death Egg Robot. This is such a fun final boss and was definitely harder to beat when I was a wee boy. You have to be careful with his extending arm and his bombs that he throws out, but just make sure to hit him in the ass a few times and you should be good to go. After you defeat him, we get a really cool final cutscene of Tails shaving the day, as a rendition of a Dreams Come True classic plays that got my video taken down last time, so I won't play it! But yeah, that's Sonic 2.
Now, let's talk about Sonic 2 Absolute. Made by the same fellas that created Sonic 1 Forever comes Sonic 2 Absolute, featuring a port of the Christian Whitehead port to PC with new features and fixes, including options for Supersonic and Tails flight cancels, the CD Spring Twirl, which isn't even in Sonic 3 Air yet, I had to get a mod for that, time attack and arcade modes along with the original multiplayer mode, achievements, and what I think is personally sick as hell, a Nick Arcade mode based on the original Nick Arcade demo. Super cool stuff is coming up from these developers, so be sure to stay up to date on their stuff. Anyway, so that's Sonic 2, right? I mean, it's just still such a good game, but it just takes a nosedive after Mystic Cave, man. I mean, obviously, if you haven't played it, you really should give it a try, especially when Sonic Origins comes out, because, I mean, it's gonna be a fun game, but, yeah. Oh yeah, Sonic CD comes next. See you guys later. Ooh!